So, friends, during this crazy time globally with the coronavirus spreading around the world, I've had to cancel workshops, and that means that I've got time on my hands to do projects that I was planning to do during the summer. And this includes doing this ceiling area here, which is 6 foot by 5 by 33 inches. So 6.5 feet by 3 feet approximately. It's leaning, and it is the ceiling, and it's opposite my bathroom and towards where my studio is over here. So the plan is I am going to create a mosaic, a white with white mosaic for this ceiling. So that is the plan, which I'm very excited about. So please continue watching and enjoying and in being inspired, because it'd be lovely to see what you plan to do for your own homes. Tuesday, the 31st of March 2020. It's been a week of lockdown. People are doing all sorts of interesting things at the moment. But what I thought I'd do is continue my own creativity and working on a plan. Now, what I've got here is a sheet of paper that's approximately 6 foot 5 by 33 inches. And it's a drawing plan for a ceiling mosaic. Now, what I'm doing first is using things to inspire me. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these, but this is a ceiling rose. And these ceiling roses you'd put, glue them, attach them onto the ceiling, clearly, and then have your light fitting in the center of it to make it look very delightful and very period piece and gorgeous and decorative. But I was inspired by a ceiling rose art piece in a hotel last year in Vienna, and it got me thinking what I'd really like to do, and I've wanted to do for ages, is a white mosaic. So this will start me off. I've got some little mirrors, I've got tiles, I've got crockery, but it's going to be mainly white. I'm setting some rules to myself, but you know me, I like breaking rules too. So this is little plan anyway, and I've started with flowing lines, and the usual flowing lines always start from this drawing I did back in 2013 on a train one time. So it's always the starting point, but it always changes as soon as I pop it on a sheet of paper. And, let's be gentle with ourselves. Let's try and figure out all sorts of ways of playing with this. I'm not going to be heavy duty and, with myself on restrictions and little rules for myself. But I'm going to draw out this, and then I'm going to put some sticky back plastic over it, and then put some fiberglass mesh, and I'm going to start playing then. And the final piece is going to be obviously 6.5 feet by nearly 3 feet, but I'm not applying it on the ceiling in one go. I'm going to put them in bite-sized chunks, probably a foot square. So that's basically the plan. So I'll put a few more photos up, and maybe this was going to be part 1 of my little filmette on my YouTube channel. Okay then, see you soon. Bye. So friends, here we are on April Fool's Day 2020, all locked down and staying indoors, washing our hands like crazy. And I'm doing a little project for myself, for my house. And this is the first part. This is my little drawing of my plan. And I'm using embellishments as well, like little sculptural pieces in ceiling roses, which obviously need to be stuck down. And the next plan of action is I'm going to cover all this with sticky back plastic and then fiberglass mesh, and I'm going to start cutting and shaping. And who knows what these patterns will become, but that's all the fun of the fair with it all. Okay, my friends, stay well. So now the next stage is to use the sticky back plastic. Nice little roll of sticky back plastic here. And I will measure out section by section and very carefully peel it off without getting any fluff or nonsense on the sticky, and cover the whole of the drawing. This is for the practical reason that if you don't put plastic or a covering over your drawing, when you put your fiberglass mesh onto your drawing and you're gluing it down, of course the drawing will stick to the mesh and will be ruined. So this is the practical reason for doing this. So this is the next stage. So I've just covered the drawing with the sticky back plastic, and now the next stage is to apply fiberglass mesh. And this is the fiberglass mesh that I'll be gluing all the tiles and the glass and the mirror and all the deliciousness onto it. I'll dab with tile adhesive or caulking glue on the back of each tessera onto this mesh. And of course we'll be able to see the drawing through the mesh, so it becomes our guideline, and it's all very neat. And then once I've covered the whole of the mosaic with tiles, etc., I'll then cut up into smaller pieces to adhere onto the ceiling. But the next stage after this mesh is to play with mosaic.